Today, I have somebody out of the ordinary. It's like not the usual people you see me hanging out with, like musicians or filmmakers or actors or actresses. She's a travel blogger.
I think the biggest hindrance for most people is fear. A lot of people are afraid of failure. My name is Faye Kakai, Faykkai, and I have a travel blog that is www.huchenda.com. So a lot of people find it hard to pronounce. Say Huchenda.
But there's a K.
The K is silent. It's a Lugisu word, by the way.
Oh.
Huchenda means travel in my mother tongue, and it's pronounced Huchenda. And that's also how I go on Instagram, Facebook. So I'm here at Botanical Gardens in Entebbe. Such a lovely place to just come and chill. People always talk about travel and they think in order to travel you have to go so far, you have to get on a plane and fly out of the country, but I'm always telling people there's adventure everywhere. There's so much that you can do everywhere. There's so much you can do here in Uganda and not so far from Kampala. I travel on the weekends and whenever I have a few minutes. This area actually is where they shot the Tarzan movie, one of the Tarzan movies, and it has a really cool like jungle vibe to it.
Try to bring you in a setup which is almost similar to what you're always dealing with when it comes to weekends, right?
Yes. In case you're wondering, this t-shirt is a Huchenda t-shirt. You should be able to see the logo behind. This is travel-inspired apparel line that I have. We do things like dye with memories, not dreams, which is something I'm also passionate about, creating memories, and others as well. So I can't wait for those to come, and I hope people will be excited about them as much as excited as I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I always somehow find an opportunity to travel. I think once you decide that it's something you want to do and you prioritize it, you'll always find things to do. You'll discover places and you'll be open to places that maybe you were not open to before. So this just happens to be one of those places, Botanical Gardens, and it's so cool here. Kampala is so hot most of the time, and what I like about getting away is sometimes you just get like a complete change of scenery and different weather. So this place is just so cool because of all the trees and the vegetation around. It's just so cool. I know they also have some monkeys here. They have like 3 different kinds of monkeys. We might find some on the way. There's also a really wonderful view of Lake Victoria, which you're going to see ahead. So you get the vegetation, you also get the lake. There's also a little bit of sand, if I remember correctly from the last time I came here. So you can have a bit of a beach experience as well right here in Botanical Gardens. Just touristy places in Uganda, you find few Ugandans and you find more foreigners. I think more Ugandans need to come and check out this place. Isn't this so pretty?
I like the green like besides you and everything.
I love the green. There's so much greenery here and there's so much green in Uganda in general.
Right.
Actually, one of the things about travel is you really learn to appreciate home.
Right.
Like when you go away from home and you see all these wonderful places,
Right.
you come back home and you just realize how beautiful home is. And you start to, like your eyes and your mind is awakened to things you probably never noticed before.
Right.
So I think with whatever passion that you have, if you pursue it, if you keep doing it, you discover more about yourself and you discover things that you're good at that you didn't think you were good at.
Traveling.
Yeah.
When did that all start?
I remember times when I was young, and I remember a particular road trip we took as a family with my mom, my dad and my siblings, and we drove all the way to Nakuru and we had so much fun on that trip. I remember we stopped and spent the night in Tororo and then we continued. So it was like a long road trip. And we got to Nakuru, we got to Lake Nakuru, and it was so beautiful. It was full of flamingos, and it's just a memory that's so vivid in my mind.
what setbacks have you come across when doing those journeys? Because always there has to be something.
Okay, so what I've really been trying to do is create a lot of content where I have sponsored trips, and then that empowers me to now approach other places and offer them what I offer, which is writing on my blog, reviewing the place, photography, and social media promotion in exchange for a fee. So that's how I can profit from the blog. Another way is also ads on my site, which is something that I need to look into more. I haven't done a lot of that.
So, as Ugandans, whenever we think of traveling, that's thousands and thousands of dollars in our minds.
Yeah.
How is it when it comes to your traveling?
So I like that you said in your mind, because many times that's where the limitation is. It's all in your head. Right now we're at Botanical Gardens. How much did it cost us to get in here? It was 3,000 each.
Right.
And you can spend the whole day here doing so much stuff and enjoying the place. So I don't think travel has to be expensive. There's so many affordable options. And most importantly for me, I look at it this way. If it's something that you enjoy doing and that you find value from, you prioritize it. So I'm not saying that travel is always cheap. I know that it can be expensive, but what I'll do is I'll save up. Like I'll put money aside at the end of each month, and that was actually part of the thrill for me, because I've been looking forward to a trip.
Right.
So I know maybe I have this big trip planned in like 6 months or 4 months, and I would save towards
plan
that.
earlier.
Yes, so it's about planning, and when you really get into the details, planning, booking early, doing your research, so you find something that you can afford and where you can still have fun as well. So planning and saving. So for me, I look at it this way. Some people would rather spend money, like let's say a girl in Kampala on a weekend, she could spend so much money getting her hair done, buying clothes, buying shoes, going out, spending money on alcohol.
Right.
Those are things that I wouldn't do. Like I would rather save that money and go somewhere different or discover a new place.